G'day guys, welcome back to Oztrek Gelsoft, and what we've got today is probably my most anticipated sniper so far, and if something can beat this, I'm going to be pretty surprised. So I'd really like to get this one underway. This is the, if you haven't seen the title, AWM JY. I think this says Swift Hawk, by the way, but look at this. Let's hope I can get this in the screen. This is an absolute piece of class, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I've heard there is a feeding issue. I'm going to try and figure this one out. I've got some fresh gels made up, and we'll get into giving this a crack straight after it. Just on a quick one, the same people who make this also make this. So this is the Swift Hawk again, but this is the M40. I love this thing. Look, the only upgrade that you could really do to anything is put a decent sort of caliber sight on it. These ones here, we do have some the, what do you call it, nylon bifold, but I do actually have metal bifold here for it, for this one. So they're about the only things that you'd really do and put on it, other than your spring and possibly a hop up. But good product, that one. And I only bought it in here so I could put the scope on top of it. Let's rip it off that one and test it on this one, because the only thing that I know that's bad about this so far is the obligatory crappy sight, which we throw away straight away. So what have we got in here? Go straight for the barrel. Nice barrel, feels real solid. I like these divots in it. It's a nylon barrel with a thread, and of course room to actually stick a hop up on there. So I do actually have a riser ready to go. So we'll chuck that on there, keep this one handy, and that's going to be awesome. So I'm not sure where this feeding issue is, if it's in here or back here, but there's another piece which takes it from the actual mag, which I believe is also preloaded, has a battery feed system in it. So let's have a look at this. You know, something's good when it comes in a really nice box. This is probably the only blaster I've really seen other than the Kublai that comes in a nice box. Or the HK comes in a nice bag. And I forgot to mention, it has the extra spring. So apparently this will take it over 300 FPS, but I would like to test this with the Chrono as well. I'll put this spring aside so we don't lose it. Little tip for the, it's actually not too bad. That might, I never normally put these on. They look pretty tacky, but I might put it on just to fit the riser inside it. Yeah, good fit. Might have to space it out a bit though. As with all Swift Hawk stuff, they always come with a really cool, it's actually cool quality too, tools. All the tools are pretty good quality. Not too bad. This bit here, I believe, is for the front here. Goes in here. Just probably the tackiest piece on here so far. And this is all the good stuff right here. So this is the best nylon composite I've ever seen. This is heavy. It's almost like my oh, actually, wait, I've got the scales here. I was going to say it's almost absolutely super solid like my Kublai, which weighs 5.5 kilo. That's crazy. So, look at this. Solid as. it's not rubber, it's like plasticky, like it, I don't know, that bit there's hard, but this bit here is sort of like a plasticky rubber. I do believe this goes up and down. I haven't moved it up and down, but adjust this and pop this up and down, so you've actually got a nice sight for your rest for your chin, or for your cheek, should I say. The quality of this is damn fine. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this. I've actually had it for about a month, and I've held off the whole time just for you guys, so I could get my first impressions while looking at it. It's really nice. I'm very impressed. But that's decent quality nylon. I hate these style Picatinis though. Not the biggest fan of them. It's bloody comfortable. Check out this for a sec. So this is your battery compartment. I hope I've got batteries for it. I do. I hope they're not flat. Cool. So yeah, you don't want to be getting into that in a real rush. I'm not sure really how many this holds, but this is dang thick. That's really solid. It's actually quite meaty. I hope there's something in these. Cool. Alright, that doesn't want to stick down, but it does. That's cool. So now when you load it, it's got automatic preload. Very nice. Just the little things that matter, like the box and this stuff here. Check out this. Just listen to that. How solid. Of course, it's a Swift Torque. It's probably got the best triggers of all. The only thing I didn't like about the other one was just this section here. See how it's a little bit wobbly here? Because the spring's a meaty spring, and it's just a little wobbly here. It just gives you that feeling that it could break there. My only qualm with this entire blaster. Otherwise, it's fantastic. Hence, I got the unbreakable version on this aspect. That's nylon though, big thick nylon piston. It's a big piston, isn't it? Very nice. I actually might, no, I'll give it a couple of test fires first, and then we'll get into the breakdown on maybe another episode. Oh wow, that just sounds beautiful. That feels really solid. All right, that's awesome. A little bit tight on the way in, but not bad. I mean, better that than the other way around. That's actually metal. Wow. That feels fantastic, by the way. There's 2 clicks in there. 1, 2. Ooh, cool. Bit of recoil on that. There you go, that works. Very nice. Show you what the recoil, I mean, what I'm talking about anyway. If I just hold it here and didn't blast something off the end there, though. What have we got here? Need a torch to flip into that one. I actually thought that I shot the little rubber piece off the end. I possibly did, and it gives me a backup. Either way, I'll find out when I clean up, if that's the case. So, I think there was one there. Here it is anyway. We do need this bit. We'll sit this on here. I don't want to lose this bit here either. And this is the feeder. So apparently, this might be the issue here. And it needs to be shimmed. So I was thinking, from what I've seen, a cut out almost piece of bread tie would work. It's about the right thickness. So without further ado, I reckon we stick this one together and have a quick look-sees. Let's do it. Absolutely beautiful, eh? Just make sure I didn't blow it off the end before. Nope. There's a lot of dust coming out of there. This is a really nice cylinder in this. I like it. So I can't wait to see what this spring does for it. But I'm going to take some pliers with it. Alright, let me get rid of this box, put this all together. Cool. Alright, a little bit darker on the outside there because we've just lost the light. So I'll just pull the scales out just to give it a quick weight test while it's empty. By the way, the quality of the materials used in this is absolutely second to none. This is dead set awesome. It feels amazing too. So I'll put this down here where we can balance. Okay, so roughly that's what, around 1.5, just with that. This itself is pretty weighty. There we are, another half kilo there, 2 kilos. I can't really see there. 2.8. Oh no, we'll probably get up close to 3 kilos. May as well stick this on. And what have we got there? Oh, there we are. Roughly 2.5. So that's not too bad. It's not too bad to run around with. It's definitely a lot lighter than my Kublai, but let's put this together. So I haven't actually seen how to put this together, but there's not much involved in it. What have we got? 2 springs, and we've got a whole bunch of those little ones in here. That bit makes me wonder, what is that for? No, hang on. Cool. That there, that actually feels very nice. That's good for once. Doesn't feel like you need to tape the barrel down, which I do feel like doing with all of these things. I feel like taking them down because these usually, I mean, this is solid on here, but all the other ones are a little bit finicky and makes you worry. But this one looks a bit better. So that's working. I'm trying to get it on up here. Wondering why that's the way that is there. That's just there to space it. I see now. Alright. So you got to give that a good push on there to get it on. But you can see the piston in there, the end of it. Hopefully this fits. Get the right way around maybe. A little bit off there, a little bit off. Needs to squash in a fraction a bit more. I did just notice a blemish in here. Right, there's a weak spot in this wall right here, if you can see that there. It's very thin walled up against the side there. Not that that's really going to matter, but I'm going to call that a defect, because the rest of it's great quality. Cool. So that's not going to go up there any further. Alright, here we have it set up, ready to go with the chrono, so we can hopefully see this. And this thing's so long, it's lucky that we've got Bluetooth for it. So third shot straight out the box, and first shot in the chrono. I need to get rid of the old history. Was 244. 244 on its first shot. Not too bad. Let's try that again. Let's have a quick look at it. Sorry about the laundry room. Absolutely stunning, this thing. It feels gorgeous. And second shot through chrono. 265. If we can't see that, let's have a look here. 265. First two shots through the chrono, and we're pumping a very consistent rate. Let's try a few more. $258. $253. Super consistent blaster. $258. $284. $279. $389. That cannot be real. We've hit something there. Let's try it again. $262. $279, $282, $253, $236. Have a quick look at the history on that. Very cool blaster. Very cool blaster. That's fantastic. So we had a low here of 227 was its lowest, and average of 271. So 271 from this is absolutely impeccable. I really do love this. I think this is perfect. I've not had one misfire so far. There's been a lot of problems with the misfire. I think it's because they're not locking in here properly. But the results speak for themselves. I'll take this for a quick whirl, just up the hall. You can see behind me. I'm going to go up as far as that cupboard, a little bit further. And well, I'll start just before the cupboard and I'll go back a little bit further and see if I can't get some of these targets that are here. So we'll turn them on. Just make sure it's working. Alright. Cool. This is a awesome piece of kit. This has not been sighted in yet, but I will. I've just got this dialed in a little bit better now. Seems to be wanting to be raised a fair bit. I hope you can actually see through. You can't see through what I'm seeing, but through the red dot. Sorry, my head's a bit sideways. I've got to aim it. I'll show you what I mean in a second. 3 clicks down, but it was on point. I'm just playing between the first 3 at the moment, at the bottom, and they seem to, yeah, maybe go up a bit. So I could just adjust this here a bit more. I was wondering why I had it set so far out before. I zeroed everything back up before. Looks a bit better. I have to adjust the windage on the side of it a bit. Okay, yeah, now I want to adjust that windage a bit. It's got a long hop, the J-shaped thing, but this thing's a lot of fun. Regular gels. Good thing about a red dot is you can actually open your eyes up and sort of double check with your peripheral. You can see what it hit. So if you're shooting a gun grip, sometimes if it's shooting out of the grip, it's hard to sight that in with the sight. So that's another thing to be mindful of. So to make sure that you're getting a good look around it. That's where the red light's inside, or the green light, or whatever you want to call it. Or it's not a dot, but in this case, absolutely helps. Alright, just do a quick FPS test on this. So we've got the chrono, which is ready to go. Got this one set up here for backup on it. I'm just running regular milkies through it, and this one's set up here. So we'll take this back and give it a shot, and I've got a target as well. Now, if you're not familiar, how good's that? Honestly, this is as long as the M40, just like this. So you really do need this bit. So solid though, so solid. I honestly think that the feeding issue is, if there is one, I haven't had one, so let's just not have it now please, but it's something to do with people not screwing the feeder up into the barrel properly, especially where it mounts just in here. Anyways, let's get to it. It's got preload in it. $271. This is the lowest FPS on this one. $274.5, $276.8. Extremely accurate, extremely reliable. That's 282.0, 284.7. 276, 282, 282.0. This thing is amazing. Hopefully we get a down the barrel shot for you, and oh, we hit something there and got 472, so that one's clearly wrong. 279, back to our normal. 287. So let's see what this looks like here. So we have the AWM here, we have the chrono right there, we have the results right here. So we can just go for a quick average. 300 average with the new spring, well over 300. So that's just a fantastic result if you ask me. Let's have a look at this graph here. Awesome. And I'll put a screenshot of that one up too, guys. So look, minimum was 271. That's absolutely amazing. And look, average, what, minimum 271. Average 301.6, and max, which was an absolute freak shot, and it must have hit something there, but yeah, it's absolutely working.